here we go. And welcome! We are here for the 5th round of the championship. It is Tier 2, Round 5 of Season 2. And we are about to get well stuck in. And as we can see, it's very wet conditions. I think you don't have any sound. That would be helpful if I did that. There we go. Hello, Lobster the Alien. And welcome everyone to the stream. Hope you're ready for some interesting action today. So, Austria, one of those funny kind of places where, because it is up in the hills, you can get hello, lobster. Not the bean. Brilliant. Austria, one of those funny kind of places where the weather can change around on a dime. Today we're seeing, as I say, very wet weather to start off this session. Everyone with the umbrellas out, phasing through the glass. Yep, wonderful, wonderful programming. And we will probably be seeing some lighter rain towards the end of the session. So the drivers just preparing themselves to go out, and here we go. We're about ready to go here. Let's get everything ready for you guys. Jas already inspecting the intermediate tires. I think that is a bit of a brave move. Mike HD then first to head out on track. So we have a couple of new faces on the track today. We have got Shub. Sorry if I... Oh, hello, Antoka! Yes, it is going to be spicy indeed. Glad to have you with us today, Antoka. Shub Kumar in the Williams. Just signed the Williams contract. So, hi, Amboy. Welcome. Glad to have you with us as well. We also have Invictus in the Mercedes. He is reserving for today. And then Martin Bilak as well. Hello, Casper. Excellent. Good couple of people on the stream today. So here we go. Mag then is going to take us around this circuit. We brake considerably earlier than the 100-meter board for turn 1. You want to carry the speed as best you can and try and avoid that yellow curb. And unfortunately then Mag hasn't validated on that lap. So let's see then if we can instead go on board with Ghost. So Ghost flicks the car in. Hits the curb on the inside, avoids the yellow curb on the outside. Very well done. A lot of wheel spin on the exit there. It's very hard to get the traction down. Then we go past turn 2, which isn't really a turn. Brake before 100 for the very tight turn 3. Get the nose of the car in and then patient on the throttle. But, oh, loads of wheel spin for the Mercedes man. As we then head down to turn 4, brake again before 100. Hopefully the traffic doesn't get in our way here. Normally quite a high-speed corner as the Aston gets out of our way, thankfully. And then making it down to turn 5. Again, another high-speed corner, but the car's just going to want to understeer. As we see, normally the Max Verstappen fans sit to the left there. Turn 6, sweep the car through. Turn 7, flick the car right, and we've only got 2 more corners to go. This track doesn't have very many. And unfortunately, we're going to have traffic in front of us. Ghost is not going to be happy with this. He's going to be stealing away some of his downforce. Flick the car through the final corner. Don't invalidate on the exit. And Ghost is going to set then a valid lap time of a 16.5 to kick off the session. As Walnut then sets a 15.6 to go our current pole sitter. But that time is going to rapidly come down as the session goes on. We're on board with Killian as he comes across the line then. Pops in a 16.7 to go P3. And then our other Mercedes approaching the line for a 16.5. Just narrowly edging out his teammate. And then the other McLaren then, Rob. Still in that gorgeous Singapore livery. I absolutely love it here. 16.3 then for the McLaren. So 1-2 for McLaren at the moment. And we have our man on the ground, Nadeem, then joining us. How are the conditions out there, Nadeem? You haven't even left the box.
I don't know because I don't know.
Oh yeah, you won't even know because yeah, Nadeem unfortunately is serving a qualifying ban today, so will not be able to leave the box.
But all to play for in the race, all to play for in the race.
Yes, indeed it is, indeed it is. Lava then setting a 16.2 to split the McLarens for P2. Ultimately, these laps are all just basically practice laps. Walnut does not improve on his lap time because conditions should be improving throughout this session. Will it switch over to the intermediates? We don't know quite yet. But I wonder, Nadeem, could you give us the delta between the intermediates and wets?
Absolutely. Well, currently the wets are faster. The delta is not going down, so for the time being, I think they're stuck on the wets.
Yes, indeed. So for the time
and
being,
the delta's
then
not even dropping down. So
interesting.
it looks like there's going to be a little bit more time until they can actually switch to the inters.
So this is
a lot later than 21 yesterday.
Yes, indeed, that is a very good point. Yeah, and Toka, I think Jas is inspecting that delta to see when it's going to switch. But yeah, it might be better getting in the banker with the wet tires first. So everyone that already has a time on the board, worst case scenario, at least you've got a time if something happens. Or the conditions don't change, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, Sandboy, get that Daisy play in. Many hours are you up to at the moment? Rookie numbers still.
Who is Walnut Whipped?
Walnut Whipped is a Tier 3 driver and is reserving for McLaren today.
Wow, that's pretty impressive being P1.
Very good lap time. Half a second up at the moment. Rob then setting a purple sector 2.
Yeah, of course. I think every lap now is going to be better than the other. So
yeah,
I think everybody's improved massively.
Exactly. So let's see what Rob does as he comes across the line. And it is a P3 then. 3/10 improvement up to a 15.9.
Looks like he made a mistake in the first sector.
So potentially even more time to be had there as Ghost Rider just about gets it into the pits. Almost understeering into the wall there. And that could have been all she wrote. Martin then coming across the line for a 16.2. As we see Mag popping in a 16.5. And Killian doesn't improve on that lap, so remains P5 for the time being. So now we're getting the Mercedes driver of Invictus then just checking out those inters as well.
Oh, here we go. The delta is dropping down. It's 1.2 seconds now, and it's gonna drop down very massively. So
the inters are 1.2 slower.
no, yep, no, it's going down all the time. So it's just a matter of minutes until they go down and become
Yes.
compound.
So we are not quite at the switchover point just yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I think everybody should just wait. Because there is no point now getting out on wets.
Yep, exactly. As Killian does improve up to a 15.5. We are, starting to get quick here. And several more drivers just checking out those intermediates. So Antoko, we might see those intermediates out very soon. And we already then have a driver who is on track giving it a go. So let's stay on board with Invictus and see how this looks.
I mean, this lap, I don't think he will be particularly faster, much faster than the wets, because it still says it's a bit slower than the wets. So the next lap he does, I think he's going to be the one that is actually true to itself.
Interesting.
So I think he's just trying out the conditions to see, of course, first of all, the tire, the inters, to do a lap. Because you really want to do in wet conditions, what you want to do is really do 2-3 laps on those tires, because you're going to improve every time.
Exactly, exactly.
So just about finding the right limits.
Precisely. So let's see how Invictus gets on here then in Sector 2. I think, it's not really improving at the moment. But we don't expect it to improve just yet. But it's best to be out there setting the lap times. So slight improvement now in the second sector. And now we start to see several drivers now leaving the garage with those intermediates bolted on. And Invictus then does improve up to a 15.9 with a purple sector 3. So now we're going to start to feel the effects of the intermediate tires. We'll stay on board with Invictus for one more lap to see what kind of time we can get down to. And it is a 1/10 improvement in the first sector. So just looking like there is considerably more grip. The intermediate tires just have that much more rubber in contact with the track.
See some very nice laps now.
And it is a 9/10 improvement then from Invictus. So we could see Invictus setting the fastest lap if he keeps it together for this sector. And does. Good stuff. And across the line. It is down to a 14.7, so now we're going to start to see these lap times really fall. Mag HD, unfortunately, the next driver that would have been coming across the line hasn't validated, so that's not going to give us any information there. Killian still in the pits. And
I would be looking up for Jazz, because Jazz is going even faster.
Yes.
He's just really fast.
Yes, indeed.
He had a phenomenal first sector.
Oh, and the Alpine of Lava has been blocked by the Williams, and they've made contact. There has been contact before the final corner, and it is a 5-second... More contact!
Oh my
Rob has
god!
made contact with the Alpine!
What? What just happened?
So, something was going on there. Lava was going very slow on the racing line. Maybe frustrated at being blocked by a Williams. And the McLaren came around at full race pace. Didn't have time to react. So, unfortunately, that is it for Rob in this session. And I think Lava has ended up with 2 5-place grid penalties as a result of those collisions. So
I might be lost after all.
Yeah, you might not. So, oh, that is
That's gonna be a
interesting.
report. That's gonna be a big one.
I think that is. That'll need to be reviewed then in the stewards room, and Mike HD then putting
crash.
the Aston Martin on pole for now with a 14-0 to go.
Aston on top.
Yes, indeed, to go half a second quicker. Ghost Rider coming across the line. Improves to a 15.9, but we think there's a little bit more pace in there. There's Jas with the 13.5 to go half a second quicker again. Lava coming across the line. Only a 15.5 from Lava. You'd probably expect a little bit more from the Alpine driver. Let's see what he can do. Walnut then on his out lap, hoping to improve from his 15.6.
Well, Maverick, I just wanted to pop in real quick in qualifying.
The name Antoka's just said, this bowling game is great. I thought it was F1. Yeah, unfortunately a little bit of Bottas bowling, but at the wrong track, so yeah, not great at all.
Yeah, what I wanted to say was, I just want to pop in qualifying real quick, because I have nothing to do. But I will be leaving, unfortunately.
No problem.
I want to get down to the race. We can get maybe a good result today, starting P last.
Hopefully so. So, yeah.
If we get a few crashes.
Yes, indeed. Have a good race anyway. Keep it safe and enjoy it out there. As we see Ghost Rider with the 13.2 then. So, good lap from Ghost Rider. Jas improves to, or doesn't improve, sorry. Still on a 13.5. And Lava, I think, didn't quite improve there either. Improved a little. Oh, it did set a 13.0, but it was invalid. So that would have been pole. But it was invalidated, unfortunately. Walnut then going considerably quicker. Let's see what he can do out of these final 2 corners. A random wheel just sitting on the track. Absolutely wonderful. What's it going to be? It's a 12.6! 12.6 from the McLaren driver to put it on pole. Absolutely incredible lap time from Walnut. What's Killian going to do? It's a 12.9 to go P2. Can Ghost Rider answer it? It's an invalidated lap time. And it's not quick enough. It's a 14.3. What can Jas do? It is improving. It's a 13.0. Which does put him P3, but it's not enough for pole right now. Kumar then improves up to P8. As Invictus approaches the line. We've got 55 seconds left in this qualifying session. 14.5 to improve by 1/10. Lava does not improve once again. Lava's struggling out there. Hopefully he can get a lap pulled together. Peter F then, for some reason, has not yet set a lap time. That intermediate tire is still floating there. Wonderful stuff. So Martin then improves to the 16.0. And Walnut doesn't improve that 12.6. Still an incredible lap time from him. My gauge D doesn't improve. Ghost Rider slightly improves. Not enough to gain a position, though. As we see Jas then coming up to the line. That's it for qualifying. So Jas then, the best he can do is a 13-0 in P3. Kumar has invalidated, so that will be P8 will be the best for the Williams driver. Victus puts himself up into P5. Lava P3 with the 12.9. Pulled it together just there in time for the end of the session. Good job from Lava. What can Martin do? Improving considerably here in the second sector. Can he move himself up a few positions? Oh, invalidates at the penultimate corner. So the best Martin can do then is going to be P10 this session. Walnut improving slightly. Can he make this even harder? He doesn't quite at the end. Killian Deadbolt cannot improve either. Can Ghost Rider ruin the party in the final sector? Doesn't. Stays P5. Wow. What a qualifying session that was. That was some incredible lap times. So, Walnut then on pole for McLaren. Killian Deadbolt sits alongside him for P2. Lava, unfortunately, will be taking 10 grid slots of penalties. So it will be Jas and Ghost Rider then, who will be alongside each other on the second row, followed by Invictus, then Mag, then Kumar and Rob. Rob, unfortunately, being potentially the unfortunate victim involved in the incident around the final corners. Austria is notorious for that, because it's such a blind, fast corner. But we will need to review that in the steward's room. But here we go. This is where the magic happens. It is race time, and as you can see, we have a dry session for today. Well, Trevor, I hope you go out there and give it everything you've got today. Stay safe, and hopefully you can have a good race today. So, Walnut Whip then leads us away for the formation lap. We have 36 laps to do here today. And majority of drivers then going for the usual strategy of a medium to start off with. But we have two drivers going a different way. Opting for the hards to start. Interesting choice, because if there is an early safety car, then that may very well hurt your race. But it's also not easy if you end up with a safety car on mediums as well. So this is going to be an interesting race. Oh, just look at that gorgeous McLaren. In my opinion, one of the best liveries this season. I will most definitely be sad when that livery is gone. Oh, Invictus and Kumar not parking in the box correctly. Neither does Mike. That could potentially result then in a reset of tire temperatures, which is going to hurt. Thanks to AWS. Medium hard or soft medium hard is the plan. Although we know AWS can be a bit of a meme when it comes to the actual strategy. Everyone lined up then. We have a green flag. We are just getting ready to go here. We didn't even see the lights and we're away. Good start from the McLaren. Keeps it in the lead. We see... unfortunately, I seem to have lost the timing tower. We have got absolutely no data here. Unfortunately. Williams getting out of the way of... Mercedes coming rapidly down the inside, so I think that's Ghost Rider and Jas up there fighting at the front. Hopefully we can get some information back for you, because at the moment we are a little bit stuck here. Oh, Ghost Rider loses it and resets the track. Oh, Ghost Rider in a good position there, but unfortunately, just losing it on that penultimate corner. Walnut whip then well out in front. Absolutely loving that start. Then we've got Jas in P2. Just keeping it going for now. I think that's Killian Deadbolt then in P3. And we've got both Ferraris then P4 and 5. We could see a potential fight here. We've got a ghosted car somehow still sitting on the grid. Very strange indeed. We are just going to pause for just a moment. We're going to check with the drivers to make sure all of the timings and such are okay. Okay, so it looks like then it is potentially just a me kind of issue. No! McLaren has ended up going backwards. Something has happened there to Walnut Whipped, and he falls several positions now. So we're now looking at P8 and 7 and 8. 8 and 9 for the McLarens. Yeah, we're not quite sure what's going on here. Jas now leading this race. Let's see if I can Alt-Tab and get something back. Apologies, guys. I've never seen this before. This is very strange indeed. So we currently have Jas and Killian then. P1 and P2. So yeah, we might just have to struggle then with the race director. I will do everything I can to try and bring you the best racing we can. But this is really unfortunate. As we see an Aston and McLaren fighting. Make sure you leave the space. McLaren down the inside of the Aston. Can he make it stick? Aston runs wide. I think that might be Nadeem there. No, it's Magh-HD. Nadeem up to P3 actually on his hard tires. Let's just go on board with him. He's doing amazingly well here. Already past both Ferraris. He's got a heck of a lot of pace here. So Nadeem really enjoying this race. Yeah, new broadcaster. Yep, you're exactly right. Trust me, I'm trying to do everything I can. I don't know if we should risk leaving the lobby or not. If it's working for the drivers, then we will continue on here as best we can. As Invictus Nug unfortunately retires from the session. Is that going to give us a safety car, I wonder? I think we are just under yellow flags. And away we go again, back under green flags. So looks like it will not then be a safety car. Let's just take a look at the current positions. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's still fun to watch. I'm glad I can still bring you good racing content, even as I struggle here. So, Jas doing a good job out front here, leading this race by who knows how much time. Oh, right, okay, apologies. Yeah, I can't tell because the timing tower's gone. And Nadeem then. Rapid here as he is up. Let's just check that just to be sure, but I think that is. Yeah, Nadeem up into P2 on his hard tires, and Peter F doing a good job as well up in P5, also on hard tires. So when we do make the switch here, and there is a pit stop, Nadeem in with a good chance of taking the win here today, but unfortunately we cannot bring you any of the timing penalties. Do you know what? All of those graphics just got in the way, didn't they? We get to see some beautiful racing cars going around a wonderful circuit here at Austria. Let's just carry on going down the field here and see if we can find a little battle. Williams of Killian Deadbolt just hanging in that DRS then of Nadim. And then we have Martin just hanging on the back of this train as well. Seems to have dropped his teammate a bit. Oh, I wonder actually. Yeah, Peter still in 5th position for now on those hard tires. Doing a really good job strategically. A very good call indeed. And then we've got the McLaren of, I think this is Walnut Whipped here. Yep, Walnut Whipped in P6. Leading this race for a couple of laps, but we didn't quite catch what happened. But is in P6 at the moment. And Lava recovering well from the qualifying issue. Something happened there that resulted in him getting two 5 place good penalties. Up to P7 for now. A beautiful clean screen. Exactly. Yeah, there you go. It's a spoiler. Yeah, it's all going to be a surprise who wins at the end of this race. It's definitely going to surprise me anyway. So, these 3 guys all very close together. Maggie HD, Lava, and Walnut Whipped. So, despite having 3 DRS zones here in Austria, this is one of the trickier tracks to overtake on. Even though you've got all the DRS in the world, it's not easy. But Lava is going to make the absolute best he can out of this. He is close now to the McLaren. And he's going to go for it. Here we go. Down towards the hairpin. Ooh. Had to back out of it there. Potentially a little bit of lag coming in there. I think kind of spooked the Alpine driver a touch. So he's going to hold on for an hour. I wonder, is he just playing the tactical game, making Walnut Whipped use up all of his ERS, burn it out, and then that means then Lava can have a nice clean run and use all that ERS to just drive away. But if he's not careful, the McLaren driver could end up... Oh, yes, there we go. Walnut Whipped now flashing that red light. He is out of ERS. I wish we could see what Lava is on. He's on about half battery at the moment. Oh, there's been a touch! And Lava then does spin out the McLaren. So we are probably going to have to check that in the stewards room after the race, but he does get back underway. As then Mag HD makes his way past Lava. But Mag then, going wide onto the grass. That is going to give the position to Lava. He takes that relatively easily. As we see, we've actually had a change in position at the front. Once again, apologies we missed that, but Nadim into the lead of this race on the hard tires. He has just got pace. He has got so much pace over the drivers around him. So Nadim really enjoying this track. Just trying to hang on to the back of the Aston driver. Do as much as he can to stay in that DRS range. But he's going to be at the tire disadvantage. Oh, Martin unfortunately disqualified then from the session. I cannot quite tell you for why. Let's check the race director and let's see if it can give us any information. Parked in a dangerous location. So potentially a collision happening with Killian, resulting in Martin then parking up somewhere dangerous. So the Ferrari man is out of this race. Peter F then, the other hard runner, up into P3. Killian has decided to box then onto the hard tires. Rob opting for the soft, so he's going to try the two-stop then, potentially hoping for a safety car to hit at some point during this race. So Peter F then in with a good shout of a podium. He's on the hard tires, but still has considerable pace. Hard seems to be a very good race tire around here. Lava trying to push to catch up as best he can. And then we've got some blank track. Thank you very much. There we go. We've got Walnut Whip then up to P5. It's going to be a very tough call to get himself up into the podium positions again today. But if he can keep that head down, he might be within a shout. The team struggling to shake this Red Bull. So we've got information from Martin himself. It was a collision with the Williams of Killian that ended up resulting in his disqualification. So that is going to result in an investigation at the end of the race. So we are on lap 17 here out of 36. We're going to be getting close to the switchover point between mediums and hards. Nadim running the DLC livery on his helmet for Murka. US Grand Prix being on tonight. Why would you want to watch it when you've got absolutely awesome racing here? And Peter F doing well here. I think he's potentially dropped Lava. I wonder, has Lava boxed? Lava has. gone on to the hard tires then. So he'll be going to the end on those tires. Now playing the catch-up game to try and see if he can get back in range of the driver in front to be able to get himself in range of a podium. Mag HD then also on the hards in P5. And then P6 is this Killian. Yeah, Killian. P6 in the Williams. The Irishman having boxed onto those hards. I wish I could tell you when. Probably look up the pit stops race director, couldn't I? Yeah. Let's look at pit stops. So far this race, we have seen Killian and Ghost Rider both taking very long pit stops, having to change their front wings. And then, but other than that, we've made scheduled pit stops for my HD on lap 14. Kumar, Walnut Whipped, Lava, and Jas all having made scheduled pit stops as well from the medium to the hard, so they will be running to the end. And that looks like then, so the Red Bull of Jas, yep, down in P3, now behind the Ferrari of Peter F, who started on the hards, same as Nadim, and has considerable pace here, but now Jas needing to play the catch-up game, trying to prevent the overcut. That is where one driver, instead of using the undercut, which is box for faster tires, and then try to be ahead of the other driver when they box, the overcut is where you keep driving on your tires until they explode, and hope that by the time you box, you are in front of the other driver. So interestingly, we have not yet seen a safety car here. I wonder, the safety car settings in Austria might be okay. Watch a safety car come out immediately as soon as I say that. Let's go on board with a lap around Austria here with Nadim. Alfa Romeo still sitting there on the grid. I think potentially that is the car that did bug us out. The team just looking supremely in control right now. As Nadim then, we perfectly timed that. He is boxing then. Most likely to go on to the medium tires here. And there we go. As Nadeem leaves the pits on the medium tires. Still in the lead of this race. Comes out just ahead of Jas. But Nadeem now on the faster tyre. So if Nadeem can get these tires up to temperature, then he can potentially just drive away. Let's just see if Jas is still getting DRS here, or has he dropped out of the DRS zone? I think he has. He's also out of ERS, so he can't even use that to try and catch back up. So if Nadeem can keep this clean, he might be high and dry for the win here today. So despite serving a qualifying ban, might still win this race. As Mag then retires. So the Aston Martin of Mag HD, unfortunately, retiring from this session. Let's just see then at who we have in P3. We do have Lava then in P3. So Peter F has dropped behind Lava, but Peter F on the faster tyre. How close is he to Lava? You can see him. But it's going to take a heck of a lot of work to catch him up. He's got 12 laps to go in this race. Despite Austria having one of the highest average speeds, this race can feel like a real slog at times. But Nadeem making good work out of it. He has now pulled a considerable gap ahead of Jas. Jas now several seconds behind the Aston Martin driver. So the best he can hope for, I think, at the moment is going to be a P2. Lava then wants to hold on for P3. But Peter rapidly catching. And we've got wing damage on the Williams of, I assume that is Killian. And now Walnut whipped in P6, trying to chase down the Williams driver. Ghost Rider P7, also trying to chase down the McLaren. Now we've got the other Williams. Let's just take a look at the order actually. So we've got Kumar in P8. And yeah, Rob has had to box onto another set of tyres hards for the end of this race. Still going to be getting some points today. Because we only are going to end up with 9 finishers at the most. So let's just check where everybody is. So Our P9 man is in turn 4. P1 approaches turn 4, so it looks like no one's a lap down yet. And here we go, we've got 3 cars in very close proximity to each other. Let's go on board with Ghost Rider for a little while. We can see 2 cars out in front. And we are catching rapidly here in the Mercedes. And the wonderful EA programming is telling us that Ghost Rider has minus 31-degree tires. I think that might be a little bit of a struggle if they were minus 31. Here we go. The McLaren driver now caught up to the back of the Williams. And the Mercedes about to join the party. So McLaren needs to get past the Williams as fast as he can. Otherwise, Ghost Rider's going to be on the tail. That wing damage is just going to be holding up this train behind. But Killian's going to do everything he can. It might not be enough. He does pull to the side. That gives the McLaren the outside of the corner. What a beautiful move from the McLaren driver. No, Ghost in the background. Loses it on the curb. Gets it back around again. And on he goes. That's unfortunate. He was right at the back of this pack. He would have been involved in this fight. Potentially even follow the McLaren through. But now Walnut whipped well on his way in P5. Starting to gap the Williams man. Let's see how far behind Lava Peter F is. Although he's got the tire advantage now, these tires can't be feeling very good. You can see Lava up ahead, but the gap doesn't seem to be coming down. As we said earlier, these hard tires seem to be very, very good race tires. Nadeem just out on his own, gapping the field lap after lap. In fact, the McLaren of Rob getting close to being lapped here. But as long as he keeps his head down, can still get good, solid points today, and that's what we like to see at the end of the day. As Mercedes of Ghost then. Is that Ghost? Yeah, Ghost Rider taking on a set of softs. I wonder is that to try and steal the fastest lap at the end of this race. We're not going to know. We've got 6 laps to go. see an Aston there off to the side. Hopefully that's not in the team. It's not. That would be a massive shame. Doing a good job. I think the game just not despawning cars. And we are right on the back of Williams here. I think this is Kumar. It is. Who is in P7, but Ghost Rider is going to have a good run here on the soft tires. Can he go around the outside? That'll be a brave move. He needs to get it done as soon as he can, because Williams ahead on those hard tires, just holding him up. He can go considerably quicker than this, but he's going to get a good run out here out of the final corner. Gets the Durs and slips up into P7 then. And now he needs to use that tire advantage to get clear of the Williams. Got to use that soft tire advantage nice and early, because these tires drop off very quickly indeed. Let's check in with how Peter is doing, chasing down Lava. It's getting there. It's closer. It might not, actually. Maybe a lap car in front, actually. It's, yep, McLaren getting out of the way. That may have been, yep, Rob. Just doing a good job. So, Peter then not quite having the pace to be able to chase down Lava, despite having those softer tires, but being on those hard tires put him in this good position to start off with. He did start from the back of the grid. Oh, I see a McLaren boxing there. That looks like Rob potentially going for some soft tires. Worth a shot at the fastest lap. Yeah, Joshe, I have absolutely no clue either. I cannot bring up any of the menus. So Nadim then starts the final lap of the Grand Prix. Has a healthy lead over the Red Bull. We won't know until the result screen comes up what exactly the result will be, as we can't tell what the time penalties will be. But Nadim on track, at least in the lead. Lava having considerable pace here, has been able to stay ahead of the attack from Peter F. Peter F just not quite having that pace on the mediums to be able to catch up. And then we have Walnut Whip then doing a good job to fight back to P5, despite a mistake earlier in the race. So here we go then. Nadim around the final corner. And at least on track he wins the Austrian Grand Prix here for Aston Martin. Round 5 Tier 2. As Jas then comes home P2. Lava P3. Peter is going to come across the line then in P4. Walnut's going to bring us home P5. And then Kumar P6. Ghost going to make it P7. As he gives a little bit of a wave across the line. As you do. Rob then crossing the line for P9. Looks like we've got all cars for some reason stopped on track. So we are going to just pop into a driver call once again just to see what's going on. So
what? This is so weird.
Nadim, is the lobby broken?
This is so odd.
It's still okay by the looks of it.
Okay, can you get a screenshot of the results for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Mine is
unbelievable. Just
yeah, well done. Well done.
Wow.
Yeah, well done, Nadim. So Nadim, that was a good result today. How do you feel?
Unbelievable. I'm speechless right now. From starting last place after getting a quali ban, and I come up and win the race. I mean, it's quite unbelievable, to be honest.
Excellent result. I'm sure you're very happy, and as Aston team boss as well, that is a good result.
Oof.
Unfortunately, your teammate didn't make it to the end today, but a good result overall for Aston. Jas, how do you feel coming home P2 there today?
Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Pretty happy about it. I did lose my Friday setup, so my rears were just all over the place.
Yikes.
So I was shocked, to be fair, to go podium. Pretty happy.
Okay, excellent. Well, good stuff. Congratulations. Do we have our other podium sitter? Lava, I don't think is around. So, Peter, you drove another good race as well. From the back, using those hard tires and getting up into P4. But Lava was just a little bit too quick today. What's your thoughts?
Well, it was a good race. At the start, I was really scared. I did a really good start at the first lap, but I tried to manage those medium tires and get Lava, but he was just quick little boy. But I'm really happy with the P4. Really good, really happy to get this for Ferrari.
Excellent. Forza Ferrari. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much then today, everyone. Hopefully you'll enjoyed that. Hopefully we can bring you a tier 1 stream as well. and we will see you all on track once again. I have been Maverick, and this has been